Sorry, Rahul.
All good. I'm just on fuel runs.
Mic off.
Thank you.
Mic on.
All right, good evening, folks. Welcome out. Whoa, Kurt Moss just goes fast as there as I'm entering into this chat with you guys. Live stream, I should say. And we have 4 minutes of practice remaining before we head into the official qualifying session. We've got the guys out here on track. Marlon Young not having enough practice for this week, but still managing to put that car in 4th position. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to step away now from the action just a bit and use my remaining minutes here in practice session to get to some important business with you. So if it's the first time you're joining us out here, I want you to remember that we've got a bit of a change here for this new season that we're doing, this new format. So as previously was done, we would have held a championship that would have lasted 4 weeks, or actually 5 weeks. So that's 1 month and 1 week, with 5 rounds all at once. But this time around, what we're doing is we're breaking up the championship basically, and to allow for 4 other championship series that we're going to be running simultaneously. I hope I'm not too confusing there for you guys. So in layman's terms, for the entire month, you will see 4 separate championships being brought to you here at CSRO, Caribbean Sim Racing Organization, beginning with last week, our GT3 Championship Series. And you can go ahead and look back at that through our YouTube channel there. And you're going to get the full experience in HD. I wonder why we took so long to come to YouTube. I wonder who held us back from doing that. But nevertheless, we are here, and with GT3 out of the way for the first round, that is, of GT3 out of the way, we head into the first round of our Nissan Primera Cup Series. These are the Nissan Primera BTCC cars of '99, and the guys here fancy them down at Brands Hatch. So we'll have them here at Brands Hatch for the beginning of our season, ladies and gentlemen, the season opener for this championship series. And this championship series is actually related, or actually I should say, is in relation to our single make championship series. So with our single make championship series, you'll see everyone in the same car. So what you'll have going on there is not a dependency upon machinery that much, but a dependency upon driver and their ability to set up this car. And if we can switch to someone else now, we'll go to Mr. Gunning, Javon Alwyn Gunning. He managed to put his middle name in there. He's now in 2nd position, taking that position away from Oswyne Wilson here. As you saw, I believe, no, actually, Alwyn was in, Javon was in 1st position, but now Kurt Moss has taken that position away from him. And so I'm saying these cars here, they're all the same. And my alarms are going off in the background here. So these cars are all the same, and we should be heading into qualifying now. 15 seconds remaining. Yes, we are about to head into qualifying. And so we gotta look at these guys now, how they're gonna perform. Javon not doing a very clean lap here. And with 0 seconds remaining in the session, he's gonna stop. And I'm not sure what he's doing here, but that's the end of the session. There's a bit of overtime. I'm not sure if he's gonna get to do a complete lap here in the overtime, but we're gonna stick with Javon. He's down by 800ths of a second, almost 900ths of a second here from Kurt Moss. He slides that car there through Halewood's Hill into Druid's Bend. What can he produce here in his Nissan Primera class? Doesn't seem as though he's having a good time out there at the end of the session. And no, Hassan manages to come across the line there in 4th position. Well done from the Guyanese to put that car up there. And Javon brings that car to not a stop, but he's going quite slowly there as the end of the session is here. There's still him and Ali on track, as well as Lanjay Boswell. Lanjay rejoining us here in his very own liveried Nissan Primera. We got quite a few of those actually. We've got Kurt Moss that has managed to do his livery. Javon as well did his livery. Oswyne, but it's not in the game just yet there for Javon. So this is a stock livery. Oswyne, if we can get to Oswyne here, he himself did his livery as well. And we're going to come down the line here. That's the CSRO pit car. If you guys haven't seen it before, we're using the Audi LMS Ultra. And we also got a livery going on here representing the guys, the countries of the guys out here at CSRO. And we've got Oswyne doing a nice job here on his Primera. As we head into qualifying now. I've just got to step away for a moment, but let me just finish off showing you guys the liveries. These are stock liveries here. Kurt Moss's livery. We're calling this one Hulk. Massive Motorsports there. Afraz Allie in a... This is a stock livery, as well as Marlon and Martin are in stock liveries as well. Claus doing his own livery here too, as well as Lanjay, who we saw the ending there, doing his own as well. And then we've got Nasseir GP, cars of Danny Nasseir and Rahul Nasseir, closing off custom liveries here in the Nissan Primera class. Just saw a message there from John Green. He's trying to get in now to the session. Meanwhile, I've got to leave this session and come back in. So we'll be right back. This would have been a nice time to play some ads, huh? Hey, hit us up if you guys are interested in sponsoring us.
minutes to join the race. Hey, is the stream playing or just the image showing? Just the be right back or something like that, Martin.
Yeah, we're back. All right, we're back and qualifying is underway. As we can see, Klaus there heading the pack at the start of qualifying. It's going to take them a while to get some times on the board, but they've got a lot of time to do so. As Klaus comes around Clack Curve here. Down onto Brabham Straight. He's gonna register. He's not gonna register a time because that's his outlap. It's even an invalid outlap actually there, according to race direction. And it looks as though he's gonna cancel that lap, so we're gonna head over to Martin Webster here behind him. His 30 minutes are going to finish really fast here. So watch out for these guys putting down some blistering time. Right, so before I left you guys there, I was explaining to you how we're going to do this format now. So we're simultaneously going to be running 4 championships, and we're going to run one round each per week. So we began with the GT3. We're heading over now to the single make championship as Wilson goes first, followed by Marlon Young and Martin Webster there. Gonna stick with Wilson to see if as someone loses it there in the background. Not who is that? Oh, it's Marlon Young there. Out of Hillwoods Hill, he's lost it. Hassan goes second fastest, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is out of Guyana. And we're gonna stick with Aussie here, Oswyne Wilson, as he completes this lap. Great in-car shot here of the Nissan Primera. So, and then for the third one, we're heading to a special class or special classification series, championship series, which will feature cars such as Formula 1 cars, I don't know if we're gonna do like drag racing, drifting, or a bit of a rallying. That's gonna be in that class there as Oswyne goes even faster with a 129.725, ladies and gentlemen. That's blistering fast there. Definitely on his qualifying setup. Hassan there now 1 second, 1.1 seconds behind, and he loses it there coming out of Clark's curve, going down Brabant Straight. And we're gonna go to, let's see who else is on track. Marlon Young, Martin Webster. We've got Lanjay Boswell out there going around slowly. Kurt Moss as well. Where is Javon Gunning? We know he's a contender here to put down one of the faster laps, and here he is. Ooh, he drifts that back end out, but manages to hold on there, Javon.
Yo, Wilson, you wasn't kidding when you said y'all with still risky.
As you can hear him talking to Oswyne there. Oswyne telling him maybe throughout the week that he's going to wait until race day to show his pace, and at 129.725 is definitely a show of his hand there from Oswyne Wilson. Now Javon, who we had in contention for this first position, is going to have to pull something out of his cap in order to put this car in pole position. Martin Webster seems quite faster than him behind him here. So what will occur here? He's definitely slow, much slower. Martin Webster manages to put that car in third position, relegating his teammate down to fourth, and is going to call an end to that lap. Is Javon on the fast one here? It doesn't seem so, but let's see what the first split says. You can follow that from the top of your screen, top center of your screen. He's got 27 seconds to beat. He does not beat. He's down by 1/10 of a second. Let's see if he can manage to decrease that time through the second sector. Oh yes, he actually gains 2/10 through that sector there on Oswyne Wilson. Very smoothly there through that section. Managing to keep the car on track out of clearways. Ooh, seems as though he's carrying too much speed there through Clark Curve, and that could be it. He could have lost all his time there. Yes, he did. He managed to lose, whoa, more than half of what he gained. Definitely more than what he gained, sorry. And he's going to call it quits to the end of that lap there. Who else is out? Hassan is trying to better his time as well. Seems a bit slower here. Nasseir and Moss managing to bring those cars up. Where is Moss? Moss is all the way back down to 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, Wilson is back out there after seeing the threat from Javon Gunning. He's trying to better his time here, but it's definitely on an out lap. Javon too now coming back out of the pits. Marlon Young, not having any practice or just a bit of practice throughout the week, has managed to keep this car in 5th position, but we're going to watch him now much slower here down the hill into Hawthorne's Bend than the fastest speed trap clocked. Maybe that's where he's losing his time, but he's now trying to set up his car here. Danny Nasseir staying well out of his way. And there's about 20 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this session. Oh, he slides that car. A little bit of correction there through Clark Curve. But it doesn't seem as though that was his fast lap. No, it wasn't his fast lap. That was an out lap, actually. so he's still good through Paddock Hill Bend. But Moss manages to clinch second position there with a 130 something. I couldn't see the ending. As I run out of coffee here. So we're gonna stick with Moss here, see if he does better. Where's Wilson though? Wilson begins his flyer. So let's stick with Wilson here, see if he manages to do better. Oh, he's actually gonna pull aside and let, who is that? Afraz Allie through. So he's not on a flyer. Moss seemingly is though, as he's got Rahul Nasseir in front of him. Ooh, Rahul seems to be losing it there in front of him, in front of Kurt Moss, as they come down Sterling's Bend. And he's gonna let him by Rahul Nasseir, seeing that he did make that mistake. He had lost a lot of time, I suppose. She's gonna let Kurt Moss go for it, going to the shortest part off the track, and that was almost it. Kurt Moss down almost half a second from Wilson, but is very much in contention here for that podium position, ladies and gentlemen. Oswyne now begins his flying lap. Oswyne not too clean there through entering Dingle Dell and Sheen Curve. Well, let's see what he can produce here on this lap. Down Clark's curve he goes. Doesn't seem as though he's going to better his time here. No, he's not going to be able to. Oh, he does! He does, ladies and gentlemen. He goes an entire tenth faster there on his previous time. Definitely relegating Moss some more. Moss now sitting 6/10 away from that pole position. And you can see him right behind Oswyne here. He gets back as he gets back on the track here to try and compete with that time, that blistering time that Oswyne has set. Heading over to Hassan. Hassan doesn't seem as though he can manage to do a little bit better here than what he's producing. And he's on his outlap hat as well. What about Javon? Javon is well in contention for a 129 as well, but it seems as though his nerves are acting up or playing somehow on him. Oh, he's gonna definitely call that a quit to that lap. Martin and Webster here on his out lap as well. Bettering his teammate here, Marlon Young. Rahul Nasseir, I think he's in contention for a low 130, but it doesn't seem as though he's managing to do that now. Probably working on some kinks with his setup as he heads back into the pit. And Claus Klint all the way from Denmark. His country is saying Italy, but he is from Denmark. That's an in-game glitch, I suppose. But he did his livery himself, and you can see the Danish, the Danes flag on there. And he himself is on an outlap, but he is sitting in 8th position here, in front of Afraz Allie, who will take you to next as Claus completes this lap. And yes, that is the start of his flyer. I was just checking to make sure. He's 8/10 down from Rahul in 7th position. This is Afraz Allie though, out on his outlap as well. Blanche Boswell coming back into the picture here in 11th position. I think he had left the server, now he's back. But Danny Nasseir, as we're looking at here, the other Nasseir, the father of Rahul Nasseir. Quite an elderly gentleman joining us here at Caribbean Sim Racing Organization. And enjoying, oh, he's missed an entire apex there, but he's calling it quits to this lap, and he does so abruptly. As we take you to Lance Boswell, a really nice liveried Nissan Primera. And this is going to be his first race back with us, as he took some time off to gather his thoughts, and but he ended up building a sim rig. And a lot of the guys here are not going for the expensive route in buying a sim rig, but they're out here building their own sim rigs, and very creative, very creatively, I might add. Lange coming away with a wooden setup. Probably in the next stream I'll share that with you guys, as he gets in the way of Azaad a bit here, but manages to pull that car out of the way now, as Azaad is probably trying to go on a flyer. So we're gonna stick with Azaad here. If he can do a little bit better than that 1 second that he's away from the pole position, I'm gonna take you on a hot lap of this track with our dash cam.
Mic off. Mic on. Mic off. Mic on.
Ooh, and Hassan, they're having an issue. Brings that car off, as well as Moss. And where's Javon? Still not getting this car under him. Probably the track is not up to temp as it was during practice session throughout the week, as that too can change and be a bit different for the car in terms of its handling and performance, thereby not allowing Javon to see his 129. Javon actually stood on top of the charts here this week with a 129.2, I believe it was, or a 129.1. So he's got that capability here to put this car on pole. But unfortunately, he might just be pushing a bit too hard here. Oh, that's definitely not gonna be a valid lap. He was on his outlap actually, so now he's oh, he goes second fastest, but it can't be so. Javon, we're gonna have to delete that lap there because you cut the track.
Sorry, who was that, Stefan?
Javon.
I did what?
You cut the track, sir. Right,
I did not cut the track.
Race. Well, he's thinking he didn't, but we all saw he did.
I literally lost time for that.
You're in second position. You gained time.
Yeah,
with
because
that.
my time was good from the beginning.
No,
I did not
it's-
gain time. I lost time. I'm looking at my delta the
Yeah,
whole time.
but you went faster than your previous fastest lap. That's what we're talking about.
I didn't gain time for that part of the track at all.
But it doesn't matter. You still went faster.
Okay, man.
Keep trying, Javon. Keep trying, boy.
Oh, so like you said, I'm on fire.
Here, baby. Here, baby.
Hello? Hello?
Yo, that's coming.
Is it still too late to like register? Stefan?
Yeah, sorry, you won't be able to join. You can still register, but you just won't be able to join.
For this rate?
Correct.
Oh, how come it hasn't started it? Or it's just too much work to put in the name and stuff?
We would have to restart the server, and we can't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, cool.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, it's cool, it's cool.
Alright, it's quite unfortunate, but I can't delete that time there from Javon. But we did see him, and it was on the live stream. That same kink in that same apex I was talking about. He crossed it with all 4 tires.
Bro, I did not cut the track, bro.
Go watch the stream. I don't have to lie.
We discussed it, and if you put 3 tires or more, it's a track.
Anyway, good luck, guys. Have fun. That was the end of qualifying. Like I said, it's quite unfortunate that I can't dish that penalty out to Javon. But sorry to the persons behind him. Try to have fun. Good luck, of course. And remember the regulations. Thanks for coming out. Alright. We're just about set here, ladies and gentlemen. I was quite there because I was looking for the direction on the server to have that penalty issued there to Javon Gunning, who we saw cut the track and was able to register a faster time than he had, one that took him all the way to 2nd position, as he was down in 4th or 5th, I believe. And out of qualifying, though, we have Oswyne Wilson on pole position, followed by Javon Gunning, Kurt Moss, Rahul Nasseir clinching 4th over Hassan. Well done by Rahul. Actually over Hassan, Young, and Webster. I believe we saw him down in 7th position there, Rahul Nasseir. But he does manage to... Oh, he's being blocked there, so we can get a better position of Rahul. There we go. Rahul managing 4th. Kurt Moss 3rd, as I said. Hassan managing 5th. But Hassan has had such bad luck in his race starts that he's always in a confrontation with someone there through turn 1, 2, or 3. So we're going to hope and cross our fingers that he keeps his position here and manages to come out on top, or in 4th position here that he has started. Followed by Marlon Young. Very little practice here for Marlon Young, but still managing to keep it midfield, as we do know him to be here. And behind him is Martin Webster down the line, followed by Claus Klint. Danny Nasseir in 9th position. Then we have Afraz Allie, who we passed a moment ago, in 10th. And then Lanjay Boswell out in 11th. This is your starting lineup for this inaugural Nissan Primera Championship Series, as everyone is now on the starting line and we are about ready to go. We've got a minute 43 in the countdown. And we are going to go full blast here in a minute and a half or so.
Good race, guy.
Take you up the field now to our starting guy, Oswyne Wilson here. And try to get in a better position for your race start, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, there we go. That's a really good start there. Alright, less than a second to go for our single make championship series, Nissan Primera Cup series. Half a minute to go. All right. Now we see the lights. There it goes. 6 lights are on, ladies and gentlemen. And off. The race is off. We've got Kurt very slowly off the line, but Oswyne makes a great getaway.
Did not see lights a while ago.
And here he goes. Ooh, we've got issue. Azaad again having some issues there with Kurt Moss. Azaad losing the back end and Kurt went into him. Oh man, I was just saying that Azaad has no luck, and from 4th he's all the way back into 10th. But what about Kurt Moss? He's now back all the way in 11th. As we take you back up the field here, Wilson already under pressure from Javon as they held down Pilgrim's Drop. Rahul Nasseir in a close 3rd behind, followed by Martin Webster. Down the line, we've got also Martin Webster there. Danny Nasseir registering his first cut track warning. We're going to stick here with this fight for a bit. Ooh, we've got Ali having an issue there, losing about 3 positions. Marlon Young as well involved in that altercation. Kurt Moss is going to have an opportunity here to grab some positions over them. Meanwhile, Javon is knocking at that door, ladies and gentlemen. He's now on the outside down Brabham straight. Does he have what it takes to take that car around Oswyne Wilson? He's going to try there, neck and neck down Paddock Hill Bend. Oswyne respecting his space and giving it to him. But he's now on the inside. Oswyne Wilson, he's going to have to back off. Is he? Oh, just managing to get by is Javon Gunning. But Oswyne, there's much more time left in this race to get back that position. He's already back in fighting mode behind him. And that just goes to show how close he is there in our dashcam footage. He now has to bide his time. Marlon Young claiming back some positions, as well as Moss over Ali and Boswell. Ooh, right on the knicker there of Javon is Wilson. Oh, you see Javon, that's the line we're talking about there. And Oswyne almost losing it here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, losing it fully actually. Does he have damage, Oswyne? It seems as though he does, but he still manages to go on. Oh, he's moving quite slowly, ladies and gentlemen. He does have damage, and he's going to have to take that car in pits. Meanwhile, Javon with a 33-2, but it's Webster with a 33-1 in charge. Behind him, Nasseir having to step aside because the power of the Martin is in. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Webster claiming a position over Rahul Nasseir there. We missed it, but it was done in quite fine style. Azaad now up into 4th position where he started on lap 3 of this race. Moss as well back into contention position in 5th here. But there's some 18 seconds away from the top runners. Javon's got Martin chasing him, and Rahul none the further away from Martin, chasing him as well. Ali with another issue here and losing more track positions. Definitely might have some damage to that car. Claus Klint up into 8th position where he began. Wilson now back out of the pits after fixing that damage that he sustained. All the way back in 10th and a minute 18 seconds away from the leader of this race, Javon Gunning. We average there's going to be about a Rear average is going to be about 2 pit stops in this race for both fuel and tires. Ooh, that's how he lost that position there to Martin Webster, Rahul Nasseir, with that back end stepping out from under him. Looking down the line though, it's Hassan up in 4th with Kurt not too far away. Kurt can definitely see him as they head into Druid's Bend. It's Marlon Young though with a position over Boswell. Not doing as well as his teammate here in 2nd position, who's 2.9 seconds, about 3 seconds away from Javon Gunning, your race leader. But Marlon Young here clinching back some points in 6th position. Take you back to that fight now with Martin Webster and Rahul Nasseir. Rahul is back in contention here for that 2nd position. He unfortunately lost to Martin Webster with an unsavory back end. In his Nissan Primera, Martin Webster running the curb a little bit. But we heard someone, it's Javon that lost it, ladies and gentlemen. We did hear that car losing it, and now he's all the way back into 3rd position. Rahul Nasseir claims 1st position of this race. What an eventful lap this was. Can he hold on to it though, as Javon tries his best,
Martin, I'm sorry, man,
to keep that car in line? He apologizes to Martin Webster there, who he definitely placed out of contention here for the top running spot. But Rahul is now going to have this opportunity here to claim this position and extend his lead here in this race. Can he do it? The youngster's only managed 1 race win since the beginning of CSRO history. We'll stick with Javon here. I wonder if he has any damage that he's gonna have to nurse. Ali now all the way into 11th position, the final position of this race, and they're both down 1 lap. Sorry, Danny Nasseir and him are both down 1 lap. It seems as though no one is gaining on this lap out of the trio here. And Javon running, trying to run a faster line here, cutting the track quite shorter than Martin Webster. But it's Rahul Nasseir with a 1:31. I think I just saw there his best time of the race. Javon as well with his best time of the race. He's definitely closing that gap to Martin Webster. Hassan still managing to stay ahead of Kurt Moss there in 4th. Marlon Young's got Claus Klint some 2 seconds away from him. Oh, Oswyne Wilson claiming position over Lanjay Boswell there to bring that car back up into 8th position. But still 1 minute and 12 seconds down from the top leaders of this race. I wonder if he managed to change his strategy here and run probably a harder compound tire. They do have 3 compounds of tires, soft, medium, and hards, to choose from. I think softs will get you just about 5 to 8 laps or so. Mediums can get you about 10 to 12 laps. And hards can probably take you to about 15 to 20 laps here at Brands Hatch GP. He's definitely closing that gap there to Martin Webster, but Martin Webster is also closing that gap to Rahul Nasseir, who's now on the 7th lap of this race. Azaad Hassan has the fastest lap of this race, ladies and gentlemen. The 131.055. He's definitely trying to open that gap to Kurt Moss. Race direction has informed us that Afraz Allie now has his second cut track warning of the race. Ooh, closer now. Javon Gunning as Martin Webster loses a lot of time there. Takes that car alongside Martin Webster and claims that position over him. He's now in second position here. Javon Gunning. Kurt Moss has an opportunity to take that car ahead of Hassan. Hassan seemingly having an issue, who goes definitely much slower there than Kurt Moss to give up that position to him. Take you back up the field now with Martin Webster though. Rahul Nasseir trying to run a clean race here, the youngster. But he's got to charge and give Javon Gunning behind him. Take you on a lap now with Javon Gunning.
Flag.
So they're claiming blue flags here as Lanje Boswell is going to be lapped now by Rahul Nasseir, Javon Gunning, and Martin Webster. Ooh, it's going to be tight here for Martin actually. Oh, he does manage to stay out of the way. Good job there by Lanje. Here's your race leader, Rahul Nasseir, followed by Javon Gunning and now Martin Webster. Claus Klint enters the pit from 6th position, I do believe. Marlon Young with an issue, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, he's out there down in Hillwoods Hill, eating up some of the snow. According to he's got damage to that car as well, ladies and gentlemen. Seems as though he went rear end into the barriers. And Oswyne Wilson claiming a position over Claus Klint as well, as Klint is still in the pits. He's now rolling off Claus Klint. Ooh, having an issue there, finding gear actually. But he re-enters this race just in front of the leaders. He's going to want to stay out of the way. And he just happens to stay out of the way. Where's Martin? Martin Webster now is coming up behind him. We can see the blue flags there flashing by their name tags. And Claus does manage to stay out of Martin's way, but Martin has lost a lot of time due to the fact of that section there. Take you up now with this fight that is brewing with Javon Gunning and Rahul Nasseir. Rahul on the 9th lap of this race. Some 15 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 15.5 laps, that is. Marlon Young definitely having an eventful race here, but he's still managing to hold on to 6th position as Wilson is about 60 minutes away. Just about 60 minutes away there, or 40 minutes I should say. Sorry, 40 seconds away. 22 seconds, sorry, away from Marlon Young. We see Oswyne here, 7th now, had that damage at the start, at the opening of the race. Oh, Javon Gunning takes that car into the pits as well as Martin Webster does. Kurt Moss claims a position over them. Rahul Nasseir is going to watch now for this undercut that is brewing against him. Hassan as well takes that car into the pit, so this is the first of their pit stops. We calculate about a two pit stop strategy here. That's going to be Hassan has an opportunity here to gain a position over the duo. He's very much closer to them. We're going to sit here and watch it now. Kurt Moss does not take the pits here. It's Javon who gets out first, ahead of Hassan and Webster. Webster soon follows. And Hassan, with Young coming across the line here in 6th position, who did not pit yet, now enters back the race in 6th. He does have an opportunity here to gain some positions and probably even podium position here available for Hassan if there's an issue in front. Nasseir, though, on the 10th lap of this race, what is his strategy? He's definitely got some breathing space now between him. He takes that car into the pits. Let's see if his overcut works. Claus Klint there comes across the line. Moss, who still has to pit, is behind Nasseir, who he now brings that car into the pits here. So Rahul has an opportunity. Where is Javon gunning? We're going to stick with him. He's actually almost a half a lap down, Javon gunning. Ooh, he loses that rear end just a bit there. Where's Rahul? Not out. He's managing to go now, Rahul. So he keeps this position over Javon gunning, ladies and gentlemen. What about Moss? Can Moss get back in the fight between Javon gunning and Martin Webster? Where is Webster? Webster now coming out of Clark's curve. Moss at the exit of the pit lane. Well done by Kurt Moss to claim that 3rd position there in this race after the first round of pit stops. Nasseir with a comfortable lead in front of Javon gunning. Some 10 seconds away, the youngster almost has this in the bag, ladies and gentlemen, if he can hold on to it. Very interesting race indeed. And managing to hold on just a 1 lap longer was Rahul Nasseir here. The Canadian Guyanese, with Guyanese roots I should say. I want to take you on a lap now with Rahul Nasseir. Moss having an issue there in 3rd position. We can see the yellow flags. Oh no, he's facing the opposite way after doing all that hard work to claim 3rd position. He's giving it up to Martin Webster, who's definitely all smiles now. Back into the podium slot, the final podium slot of this event. Sad there from Kurt Moss. But he still has an opportunity. He's not that far away from Martin Webster. Let's just hope he does not have detrimental damage here to the Nissan Primera car. Taking a look to see if it's a bit shifty. Oswyne enters the pit there in 6th position. Hassan biding his time here. He did manage to get that pit stop. He's got an opportunity here, Hassan, to do a bit better for his race end result. Klint is all the way up to 6th now, with Nasseir increasing the gap by 10.3 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, to Javon gunning. I promised you an onboard lap with him. Let's go now. This will put Wilson a 1 lap down as Nasseir comes across him in the pits. Kurt Moss, they're getting desperate, registering some cut track warnings. Riding all the way out there as is allowed. Rahul Nasseir trying to maximize on what is available to him on this track in terms of the course layout. Goes through Hawthorne's Bend there. Fifth gear, he comes down into fourth. He's doing about a 145, 150 kilometers per hour, ladies and gentlemen. Seems quite slow here from this angle. Wow, 120 kilometers per hour through that turn. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a lap of Brands Hatch GP. Oswyne Wilson there re-entering the race behind him. Oswyne can try to unlap himself, as is not really customary, but is allowed in part of the regulations. Whether Rahul is going to let him do it is another question there. Fastest lap though from Javon Gunning, a 130. What is that? Oh no, I even missed it on the live stream. I was hoping to see it from the live stream. Oh, I can actually see it from the live stream. So let's see what it is. It's a 138.64 there from Javon Gunning. The fastest lap of this race so far. Right now on the 14th lap of this race with Javon Gunning. Looking down the line, we don't have any close battles to go to just yet, as the second stint is panning out here for the field. Oh, he's still cutting that line there, Javon Gunning. Javon, that very last apex that you covered there is the one that we're talking about. You're still cutting it. Be careful. So I have to double here as race director as well as commentator, and I did my job there to inform Javon that he's still cutting that apex that was that was described to them in the the pre-race brief, I should say, the competitors briefing and track walk. Oh, he almost loses it there as he took too much curb heading into Cooper Strait. Sorry, that wasn't Cooper Street. I'll get that name for you on the next go around. Who's behind him? Oh, it's Graham Hill Bend. But he does manage to clinch 2 seconds there to Rahul Nasseir. And it could be from cutting this lap. And we'll just have to watch him here now. See if we need to keep on him with this cut track warning. The system's in place for the see, there he is. That's the way he's supposed to take that turn. Correct, that's how you're supposed to take the turn, Javon.
That was way off, man.
It was a bit off, yes, but definitely legal.
Watch somebody else on the truck.
We are. He definitely wants to get us out of his head there, Javon Gunning. But race direction is race direction. As his team, if in any other sport or mostly F Formula 1, he would have been given that warning too from the stewards. We have to do the same out here as well. And if he does continue to get faster laps, we're going to have to come back to him though, as I do want to get on by to the guys behind him. And as we do, it's Martin Webster that loses the rear end there from third position, gifting it to Kurt Moss now in third, And now Azaad Hassan up into 4th position, ladies and gentlemen. That will be Hassan's career best finish if he manages to close off this race with it. But sad for Marlon Webster, he's been relegated all the way from 3rd down to 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Javon now 6 seconds away from that podium slot here, from that 1st position.
Go, Kurt, go, go.
Okay.
Looking back at Kurt here, given the go away from Ali. In 3rd position, Hassan is not that far away from the Jamaican here.
Thank you.
Ooh, and Nasseir's in the pits for his 2nd bout of pit stops. And Javon gets to go by to try to overcut. Or maybe he's on a different strategy. But with 8 laps remaining in this race, Nasseir is in the pits. It seems as though this is a bad call from Nasseir. Where will everyone else take their car in? Hassan is now up into 3rd position, ladies and gentlemen. Webster 2 in the pits. Okay, this might just, I might be wrong here. This might just be where they need to pit. Let's see if Javon takes that car into the pits, or if he suffered in the midfield to try and gain. Ooh, he makes a mistake there through Westfield. Taking a little bit too much there of the outer curb. Well, let's stick with him and see. Nasseir's already back in the out on track, so mostly he's just done a splash and dash there with the fuel. He's now in 4th position. Ooh, making another mistake there, Javon. Is his tires going away from under him? He's probably going to get desperate here and try to hold on to this 1st position, but he is 26 seconds ahead. With 7 laps to go in this race. 7.5 laps to go in this race. Sorry, that's 6.5 laps to go in this race. Marlon Webster claiming that position back over Claus Klint there for 5th position. Hassan losing some time here to Kurt. Nasseir trying his best here to stay calm as Ali lets him go by. Sadly, Marlon Webster all the way back into 5th position. Oswyne Wilson has a blue flag car in front of him. Gets by, but he's now in contention for that 5th position. He's not that far away from Marlon Webster. Marlon Young too, claiming a position over Claus Klint here, as Claus Klint goes in for his 2nd round of pit stops. This might be his 3rd pit stop, I think. Lange Boswell here in 9th position. Still managing to hold on in front of Danny Nasseir. And, oh, Danny taking a little bit too much of that curb. And he's going to go all the way around. Hit the front bumper into the guardrail. He's going to have to watch how he comes back on.
Lange, please let me go back.
Ali almost heading straight into him. Javon requesting from the blue flags that he passes by. He does manage to do so.
Let's go.
As we've got issues all around the track now. Moss finally back into the pits. Where is Hassan, ladies and gentlemen? Hassan is up into 2nd position. Can his strategy play out until the end of this race? Nasseir back into the podium positions in third. But managing to register a cut track warning in the process of being there. 4 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 4 laps to go. I'm seeing 4L. Is that 4 laps or 4 liters? I'm not quite sure. Oh, that's Gunning in the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Gunning is in the pit lane. Where is Rahul Nasseir? He's almost a lap down. It doesn't seem as though Rahul Nasseir is going to be able to reclaim any positions here. He's almost half a lap down, I should say. Javon Gunning seems as though he's in much longer, though. And he's off, ladies and gentlemen. Where's Hassan? Hassan coming around the penultimate turn. Ladies and gentlemen, Hassan has an opportunity to clinch the lead of this race. And he does. He does take the lead of this race. With 5 laps to go, does Hassan have what it takes to end this race in first position? Right behind him is Javon Gunning. The Jamaican also has Rahul Nasseir behind him. That is not out of contention just yet. A lot can happen in these 5 laps. But we will ride with Javon Gunning as he hunts down Azaad Hassan. Azaad. Oh, a little bit of mistake there from Javon Gunning. But Azaad seems to have done the same. And he's going to have to be extra careful now not to cut any track here. Much faster there is Javon Gunning. And Azaad says that he is pitting. So that was short-lived there, but Azaad Hassan might be on a fuel strategy here as we see him in the pits. Nasseir is going to claim that position over him. Here is Nasseir, but Hassan still has an opportunity, does he? Yes, he does. As, who is it? Kurt Moss. Where is Moss? Moss is now going around the penultimate turn. Hassan is leaving the pits, ladies and gentlemen, and is going to manage to hold on to third position here ahead of Kurt Moss. And he manages to do so with a bit of traffic in front of him. What about Kurt Moss? Is Kurt Moss going to be affected by Lange Boswell here? Blue flags waving for the Jamaican.
Go Kurt.
And Kurt is allowed to get by, probably a little bit slower than he would have liked. But he does have Hassan in his sights, ladies and gentlemen. We ride now with Kurt Moss. Wilson back in the pits, as well as Marlon Young. He exits in front of Marlon Young. And Danny Nasseir right in front of him. Martin Webster well a ways from him, so it seems as though Oswyne will be finishing the race in 6th position if he manages to hold on to it. Meanwhile, Hassan, a great drive from him in this Nissan Primera, has got Kurt Moss, the Jamaican, gunning for that last podium position behind him. Take you back up now to Javon Gunning on the 22nd lap of this race. Followed by Rahul Nasseir, some 13.7 seconds away. Not bad from Rahul, not bad at all to hold on to this second podium finishing position. And a wonderful drive here from Azaad Hassan, if he can manage to complete it, to hold on to third, to end up into third position, ladies and gentlemen. But Kurt Moss is definitely on a charge behind him. The strategy is playing into this race, ladies and gentlemen. Tossing up the field, which is what I expected here as I set this series in motion. As we set this series in motion, can't take all the credit for myself. I did have some help, not some help. I did have a lot of help actually with the rest of the organizers. Christian Rajnath, who was supposed to be in this race in particular, as we place this single make championship into motion. Hassan has got Claus Klint in front of him to worry about here. He's got his headlights on and he's managed to get on the inside of Claus Klint to get by that blue flag car. Kurt Moss now has got to do the same.
Come on, Klaus.
And Klaus is definitely humbugging Kurt Moss here. As Kurt, you heard over the comms calling out to the Dane. Will he give it here?
Biden.
He's trying. I'm not sure what Klaus is doing, but Kurt is mostly worried about what he's doing here and confusing the Dane, it seems. As he finally gets by. Fastest lap there set by Oswyne Wilson, who's definitely on the softer compound tire there with 129.975. Too bad he doesn't earn a point there for his too bad he doesn't earn a point there for the championship with that fastest lap. Maybe we should set that up. Ooh, we've got a car in front of these guys. It's Marlon Young again with issues, ladies and gentlemen. He's down a lap, but Claus Klint does manage to claim a position over him. Heading back up the field though. It's going to be the final lap here. When Javon Gunning crosses the line. Oh, that countdown that we were seeing was actually for the pit window. So the pits is closed now. They cannot enter the pit area on this final lap. They cannot take a pit on this final lap, as some would have might be cheeky about and wanted to do. But Javon Gunning managing 16.3 seconds ahead of Nasseir is going to come across the line for his first victory, ladies and gentlemen. The Jamaican here now about to begin his final lap as Oswyne goes even faster with 129.615. Javon Gunning begins his final lap here to his inaugural, if he can manage to hold on to it, win of the season, I can say of his career here at CSRO. Nasseir comes across the line in second, and Hassan begins his final lap as well after he crosses Clark's curve here. Moss definitely out of contention now unless Hassan has an issue. Unfortunately, it might be because of back markers and also himself not pushing that car maybe to try and get past them sooner. I don't know, man. I'm just speculating here from what we saw. But back now with Javon Gunning still cutting the track, it seems.
Let me pass on this straight. Use the tanks. Sure.
Oswyne calling out to Lanje Boswell to let him by. but it's Javon gunning here that comes across the line in first position, ladies and gentlemen. Well done by the Jamaican. And we're going to go to Rahul Nasseir now, who comes across the line in second. Park it where Javon is, Rahul, thank you. Azaad, park it where Javon and Rahul is, thank you. And Hassan for his career best finish in Caribbean Sim Racing Organization's bouts, finishes third, ladies and gentlemen. Well done to him. Ooh, he just manages to bring that car over the line. Kurt Moss in fourth. Martin Webster manages fifth. Followed by Oswyne Wilson here, who was well in contention for podium positions, who's still having issues here. Will come across the line in sixth. Claus Klint, who's already across the line, manages seventh. Marlon Young is going to come across from an eventful race in 8th, and Lanjay Boswell across the line in 10th with, sorry, 9th, with Danny Nasseir in 10th. He's going to come across from an eventful race in 8th, and Lanjay Boswell across the
Can't hear you, mate.
Alright guys, well done to the winners out here. We've got Javon gunning coming across the line ahead of Rahul Nasseir and Azaad Hassan. We're going to start with you, Azaad. Well done, man. This is the first time you've gotten up into the podium positions after such hard work throughout the seasons in past. Tell us how you did it.
Thanks for the podium. So I'm hoping it's a good start for this season. I was taken out on the first car, unfortunately. For some reason, I don't know, I started with softs. I was completely out right there already. I was studying. I tried to push as hard as possible. Kurt drove a really good race and passed me. But then, you know, I just stay focused. It's good though.
Yeah, we actually was discussing on stream that you never have your luck in race starts. It always happened on first, second, or third turn, but you still managed to pull that back. Well done to you. No, well done to you.
My tires were zero both front on the 8th lap, so I was trying.
Oh wow, well done to you then to hold on to that. Rahul Nasseir, this is the second time for you on the podium, is that correct?
I have actually no clue.
Yeah, I think so, after winning your first race there out with our F1 cars. But congratulations, man, you managed to hold on. But what was the strategy there that you were trying against Javon? We thought you had this win in the bag.
So for the first stop, I actually went into the pits and gone for a low fuel soft stint to see if we can build up a gap. Because, his pace was just way faster than us today. He was consistent 30s. I could not get into like the 30s. I had some laps where I was fast, but for the majority of it, we were just in the 31s. But other than that, I'm happy to be on the podium again. And yeah.
All right, should be a great start to the season as well. And finally, claiming not just well, he did claim a podium before now, but finally claiming his race win is Javon Gunn. It seems as though you've worked the hardest out of everyone else at CSRO for this win, man. Tell us how you did it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think I pushed the talk, but it was great. I had a good bit of practice during the week. It was definitely an intense race. I definitely didn't expect to claim first, where you know Oswyne had me leave stains in my drawers. So it was definitely crazy. Kurt I thought was gonna be another competitor as well, from the times I was seeing But it turns out Rahul was fighting real hard to stay up in front, man, and you know, unfortunately his strategy got the best of him. But my strategy that I did was basically two medium full stints, and then I finish off the race with the 5 laps. I finish off in the soft with literally 5 liters of fuel. I literally have like probably like 3 liters left from the whole race, so it was pretty great, but a nice win.
All right, thanks a lot and congratulations. It was definitely a nice one here to look at. I'm pretty sure the viewers appreciated it, and we've had a lot of events going around on the lap. We had Martin Webster one time up there in contention, as well as Kurt Moss. A really great race from the two of them too as well. And I want to say thanks a lot to everyone else for coming out. I'm about to step aside now and close it off, but I'll be back with you guys for the post-race brief. Before I go, just say thanks a lot to the viewers here, and then I'm gonna go ahead.
As always, for showing up and watching us. Hope you had we had a good showing for you guys. See you next time.
Yeah, watching for the stream.
Yeah, man. Thanks everybody for joining.
Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, that's it.
Tune in next week.
And I'm gonna close you off now, guys. It's going to be this is gonna wrap up. Hold on. Let me give you the proper outro. With a little bit of music too, huh? How can we forget the music? All right, so it's been good here for the inaugural start of our single make championship series with the Nissan Primera cars. I want to say thanks a lot for joining us, man. It's been a fun one, and we hope we see you guys out there in the comment section. Keep coming in the comment section. Keep commenting in the comment section. I can't get to all your messages right now, but it seems as though you guys enjoyed the fight, and we hope to see you in the next one. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. We're back next week. We're gonna take you on the special class series, the special classification series, which is gonna feature the supercars, the V8 supercars, as they were once known, now formerly known as supercars, from down there in Australia. That's gonna be next Saturday, and we're gonna take them out to if I can get my calendar here. Well, first let me cover the calendar for the Primera class. This Nissan Primera P11 BTCC car that you see these guys just ran. Today is the 16th of January. We went to Brands Hatch GP. On February the 13th, we're going to Automotodrom Grobnik. Join us for then. Round 3 is going to be 13th of March 2021, Londrina. That's in Brazil. And round 4 is going to see us 10th of April 2021 in Okayama for the Okayama Grand Prix out there in Japan. Round 5, the 8th of May, Mills MetroPark is going to close off season 1 for our Nissan Primera Cup Series, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on though, next week we are heading to, let me just switch calendars here for the special class series in our supercars. We're gonna head over to, in Australia of course, we're gonna head to Albert Park. As some of you might know, Albert Park is popular for the Formula One, for hosting the Formula One races. Prior to that event, they also hold the supercar races. So it's quite fitting that we begin the season there for our special class championship in the supercars at Albert Park out there in Australia. That's going to be the 23rd of January, ladies and gentlemen, next Saturday. beginning from 5:45 with qualifying beginning at 6 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining us. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends to let them know what's going on here in the Caribbean. We finally have a sim racing league format here, and it's open to all Caribbean people. So come on, if you're into racing, if you're into motor racing, this is the best bet for you to get close to that action. Sim racing is taken quite seriously now across the world, and it's amassing millions and millions of dollars in sponsorship and viewership as it develops into an actual sport. They're calling it esports. That's what this genre of sports is going to be known as some of you might not know. So join in if you want to become a racer. Get in contact with us through our Facebook pages or our Instagram pages. Let us know if you qualify here to come on board with us. That being said, I want to let you guys go now and let you know that I really appreciate you guys coming out, and the guys also really appreciate you guys coming out to watch them race. And I want you guys to have a great rest of the weekend. Have a good one. This is me signing out.